Why do you believe in God? Before you cancel me from YouTube for this statement, which is controversial, first hear out the whole video to understand the context. So let's begin. Introducing myself. So, hey guys, welcome to my channel. No one's alive. So today we're gonna talk about a total different thing. So, do you think sometimes when you're depressed and lose hope, in anger and disbelief, in pain, in losing hope and disbelief, you just ask yourself, where are you, God? Then, if you exist, why don't you help me? Where are you? Why? What did I do? Why every pain is with me? So, from this question, a question arises that. Then why do we need God? 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 You would ask. So, to answer that question, before you create a controversy, bring riots in front of home, so before that, listen to the whole video. I'm just giving a different perspective and just giving a reason to back to why we should believe in God. I'm just supporting in a way, or I'm just giving a reason that makes you strongly believe that there is someone who we can have faith in, right? So don't think I'm an atheist, okay? So let's begin. I'm just giving a narrow utilitarian perspective, a broad utilitarian perspective, and ethnic utilitarian perspective is already there. Most of the people know that God, someone was there, a God who created us, gave us life. There is man. You would say, "Hey, bro, you also were born from somewhere. You have complex mechanisms which are working inside you. Who created that, huh?" There is someone, God, right? There is many things happening. And the scientists also can't find how life originated. So, what does that mean? Yeah, that is also utilitarian. I will tell you later, but yeah, but we know that the broad utilitarian and the ethnic utilitarian, but we have to talk about its narrow utilitarian things. First, let me explain what is narrow utilitarian. Narrow utilitarian means without your moral values, without your ethnic ideas, it simply means if you leave your humanity or ethnic values or moral values, you just think selfishly about yourself, then how do you see uses of certain things? So that is called narrow utilitarian. So I'm giving a perspective of how this belief of God helps you in life in a narrow utilitarian way, even if you think selfishly. So I'm just giving a perspective so that most of the people who don't believe in God also can find a reason, a ray of hope to believe in God. If you feel that someone is not believing in God, you can send it. Yeah, it can be there are many forms of God. You can say it universe, you can just say it a spiritual thing, you can just say it energy, it can give it any religion. So there are many forms, but whatever form you believe in God, okay? Because I'm giving you 5 reasons for that. It's few reasons. So this question is also asked many places, but there are some answers to it.
Basis of religion. Of religion? Yeah. So, from an anthropological point of view, there have been two perspectives into this. So, one has been the functional perspective, which says that religion was actually started to fulfill certain functions of our human needs. For example, humans have always feared death, and they have always feared what is unknown to them. So, religion as such allays those fears.
But I'm just collecting them up or summing them up, and I think so if they are answered, because I don't know, I have not means watched everything. So I thought I have made these opinions. I thought by I thought I made it by my opinions, but I don't know if it is answered already. So think it as a sum up of other people opinions, if you find that this opinion is already there, or if not, then it is a new opinion, or if you don't feel it is a sum up, then think as I'm just telling other people's opinion in my way, but I'm just presenting it for this video. Okay, so let's begin. So the first reason is that when you believe in God, you curb your fear. You just stop your fear. You cure your fear of unknown. The things which are beyond your knowledge, which science cannot find out fast. But you have that curiosity which is killing within you. So you have to take assumption, a belief of something that cures it, but you don't know. You just name that unknown into something like believe in God. Okay, like when you think about a paranormal activity, how origin of life is. When scientists didn't research, what did you tell to your children to when they were scared that there is something named as God? He just creates everyone, and he kicks off all evil, right? So in maths, if you are studying maths, you would know that there were some questions that you cannot solve now, but you have to use contradictory method. You have to assume something contradictory to prove that something is right, and it is proved later on, because it was tough that time, but later on it was kind of okay. Means it was able, humans were able to calculate the things. So you get that when we can't hurry on a thing, we can just assume something. So it helps in the fear of unknown. Now the second thing, that faith. So this point I started giving earlier, that origin of life, and how all we that ethnic utilitarian I gave, that God created all of this and that. So, and there are evidence too, but even if you don't think about the evidence, then too believing it is very much necessary. Okay, so you get that point. Okay, because there is, because some people think that their evidences are that God exists are somewhat controversial, or it can be false also. So for them, okay, that even if it is false, it is necessary to believe that. Okay, now the second point comes faith. Don't you think when you're depressed, you are just fed up of your life, you just don't have anyone else, you are just lonely within yourself, people are around you, no matter of that, but you cannot express it. Whom do you express? God, obviously. From your within your mind, you express yourself to God, or you just give your purpose to life, right? God gives a purpose to life, right? That God has sent me for a purpose, and God will help me, and God will do help me, God will do this and that and help me out. You believe in God, so you just cure that sadness. And when you're depressed, it reduces your depression and anxiety. Don't you think tourists come come to many countries for religious reasons? Because they get spirituality there. They become happy when they come there, because they didn't had a reason to live. When you see life deeply, You don't find any reason actually to live, but it is that false happiness, that false reason, which gives a will to live, right? And living is necessary, and doing your work is necessary, but we don't find it when we are in grief. Okay, so in that time, the faith in God helps a lot. So the third reason we are gonna come is control, is a rule for humans. And it is said that at the end of Kali Yuga, means this black age, means iron age, I think so. After this, there would be war. People will turn into cannibals and eat everyone up, and the earth will be destroyed. There will be no vegetation. There would be acid rain and all that. So it would have happened earlier if people would not believe in religion, because it is said that at that time, due to modernization, people would forget religion. So the religion helps to give you rule. Humans get a rule, because when you have value in you, you follow the rules. The people in front of you follow the rules. They just give they just create value. When you give respect, you get respect. You know that quote, okay? So when you be kind, you get kindness, okay? So I think you understand that if God wasn't there, the fear wasn't there, then there would be no rule for the humans to obey. Everyone would be just on their own. And why do we need a ruler? Why do we need a king? Yes, to control, to assign duties, to maintain the rule, to maintain the society. Okay, so believe in God also does that everyone is just maintaining their rules, and everyone is just human, and a good human being, not being cruel and killing everyone, and not believing in rules. So yeah, believe in God also creates rules. So you people would think, what is the fourth reason, right? So the fourth reason would be the reference. You always compare things and find out how to measure it. You measure everything with standard reference. Have you the thought how scale was invented? Yeah, by not by the scale was an absolute thing and came just from nowhere. Everything is relative. Nothing is absolute. It is a famous quote by Albert Einstein, right? So we just use a standard reference to measure things. So the standard reference is near to absolute, even if not absolute, right? So for good qualities to bring in human, to teach human how to be human, we also need a reference. We also need a good creature which is there, which has everything good qualities in them, whom we can follow. So that reference can be God. I mean, we can treat God. We treat God that reference, whom we follow, whose teachings we follow, whose rules we follow, whose good qualities we follow, because we have given him. We believe that he's filled with good qualities. So we just follow him because we feel that he's just extraordinary, he's different from others, he has all good qualities, so we inculcate those good qualities in us. Why? Because we feel that everything is good inside, good qualities inside God. So for that also belief in God is necessary, or we will all be lazy and just no motivation to work, and if we don't work, obviously we would die of starvation, of hunger. We cannot survive. So these were some 4 to 5 reasons for to believe in God. I hope I helped something about you, and helped somewhat. So If you love this, and you should share this to people who don't have faith in God, or don't find a reason to have faith in God. And yeah, I would say, if you love this type of content, subscribe so that you get the notification first when I upload a video. So you should subscribe now and like this video to reach it to more people, and so that more and more people join spirituality, right? And obviously, being mentally fit makes you physically fit, right? So if you love this type of content, I hope I will post here more such type of content, like related to some paranormal things, and maybe some spirituality related, maybe some life related. I hope so. I don't know. I hope I will post more content like this. So join with me. Come aboard. Let's have spirituality together. Right? Bye. Meet you in the next video.